Hello, and welcome to Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. I am Rileigh Smurl.
And I'm Sydnee McElroy.
So, Sydney.
Yes, Rileigh.
It's prom season.
Oh, boy.
The time of dresses and big hair and lots of makeup.
That's right. That explains. So I didn't realize, Rileigh was informing me before we got started that prom was last night. Mm-hmm. And I didn't, like our local high school prom.
Right.
Riley's school prom.
Universal prom.
All proms happened last night.
Uniprom.
That'd probably be more fun.
Yeah.
But I wondered, the only reason I thought maybe is because parking was bad downtown.
Yeah.
And
you know where it was.
Okay, so
Yeah.
It was downtown. It wasn't at the high school.
No. It was where you had your live show, the Candle Nights live show.
Okay. So it wasn't, yeah. Parking was bad. I had to pay more to park in the garage, which sucked because I wasn't going to prom.
Yeah, you obviously were not going to prom.
No, I was not. I was going out to dinner. I didn't go to prom. So, okay. But there were also teenagers wandering around in like suits and dresses. And that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prom.
See, this seems early.
It does. Last year it was on like May 5th, and this year it was on April 2nd.
That's really weird.
Which I don't understand.
No. But now Rileigh, of course, did not go to prom.
No, I'm only a lowly sophomore.
So you'd have to go with someone
who's
who
a
was
junior or senior.
Exactly, to go to prom. So not this year.
Next year.
Maybe next year.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk about prom.
Not prom.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next
when
year.
You go. I think you need to go.
I need to experience it first.
Yes, because I have been to proms, so I can speak, from authority.
I have heard from experience that there was a walkout on prom this year.
What?
They banned twerking at the prom. So in protest, this isn't a joke. This is actually really what happened in protest. Like an hour and a half before the dance was over and people were going to leave anyways, they said they would kick out anyone who twerked. So they formed a large twerking circle with like 90% of the people who went to the dance, and they kicked out all of those people. So like there was like a handful of people left for the last hour and a half of the dance. No, they kicked them all out.
Is there someone has this on their phone, right? There's a video of this somewhere.
I think I saw on a Snapchat story that before they started the twerking circle, they all sat down on the dance floor because they were like, if you're not going to let us twerk, we're not going to dance at all. So like the entire group that was at prom was just sitting on the dance floor.
Had like a peaceful protest?
Yeah.
They had a sit-in?
They had a sit-in.
To protest not being allowed to twerk?
Yes.
Civil disobedience because they weren't allowed to twerk?
Yes.
This is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. This
and people have decided that next year they're not going to go to prom and they're going to form their own prom and get the money that people would spend on like tickets for school, which by the way, tickets are $25 a person. So that's $50 a couple.
They're going to have an alternate prom.
So next year they're going to have like a MORP, like a backwards prom.
Oh, okay.
Like an anti-prom.
Which is just twerking nonstop,
yeah,
right?
like everyone's allowed to twerk. I guess they made another rule that if you smell of weed or smell of alcohol, even if you haven't been doing either, you get kicked out. So I guess like at this prom, you're allowed to do whatever you want.
How close are the teachers or whatever allowed to get to sniff you? Like
I have a teacher who...
Is there a smell detector? Like they come up close, like wait before you go in.
That's what my English teacher was. He decided he was going to be like the prom sniffer. So like every time he said he was going to sniff Friday before we have him last class of the day. So at the end of the day, Friday, he was like, I'm going to be sniffing every person that walks through that door. And I guess he did. And any person that he thought smelled of marijuana or alcohol got kicked out.
I will be honest, if somebody would like, even and now in my life as an adult, if someone I didn't know got real close to me
and sniffed you
to try to sniff me, I might punch him. Back up, okay? This is my zone. This is my body. Do not sniff my body without my permission.
I feel like if you're walking into a school dance, they'd be able to tell if you had been doing either of those things.
That's crazy.
Without just having to sniff you.
That's crazy.
But that's prom.
I cannot. So. I mean, I don't want to see teenagers twerking. Don't get me wrong. Like, right. I have no desire to see that. But the idea that there was, people say that your generation just doesn't like care about enough and that you're not involved enough in the process.
Just about the wrong thing.
but you've got that passion,
just for the twerking.
That's like the the 70s. It's
not like meaningful causes.
It's like you guys you're feeling the burn. You've got your own revolution that you're starting. It has nothing to do with a political candidate, though. It's all about
twerking allowed at the school dances. I don't know.
Oh, I wish did you sing did they sing songs when they sat down in the gym floor?
No.
Like protest songs?
They just all like sat there while the music was playing. Just like
that's amazing.
Sitting there.
That's
and then I guess they all formed a large twerk circle.
And then they were kicked out.
And then they were all kicked out. Which I have a hard time believing that they kicked out I'd say 95% of the people that were at that prom.
I have trouble with that too. Maybe it was something like either stop twerking or leave and everybody just left.
I don't know. But there was a lot of people gone.
Because who stays to the end?
No one. They were all going to leave then anyway, so I guess that's why they decided to form a twerkle.
I don't know. Let me say this. So we, like I already said, we're not going to talk about just prom.
Right.
Because Rileigh hasn't gone yet. But Rileigh, next year you're going to go to prom. Maybe,
And maybe I'll go to anti-prom.
Maybe you'll go to anti-prom. Whatever you do, you're not going to have a story as good as that prom story you just told me. Whatever happens at prom, that was the best prom story I've ever heard.
I should have saved it until next year and just said it happened next year instead of saying it happened this year.
No, I think everybody needed that. They needed to know about your generation's passionate defense of twerking. What I wanted to talk about, what we wanted to talk about, was makeup. Because for me, when I think back to like school dances, that was the one time when I allowed mom to
do
my makeup, to kind of go crazy and do whatever she wanted. Because full disclosure, I've never been like on trend with any of this stuff. I never knew how to do my own makeup or how to do my own hair or what to wear. It wasn't something I was ever good at.
Right.
My makeup routine to this day has pretty much solely been because the only reason I have one, that it exists, is because I am to this day a 33-year-old woman with acne. Well, and I keep thinking like I'll outgrow it sometime. Yeah. And I haven't yet. So I use makeup only to cover blemishes. That is why I wear it. If I didn't have zits, I probably wouldn't wear makeup at all. Yeah. Except for maybe like if Justin took me out to dinner, I might. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't even know, because my makeup routine is like seriously like cover my zits and put on a little blush. That's it.
That's a lot less extensive than my daily makeup routine, I must say.
I own mascara.
Do you ever use it?
Occasionally. Not for like work or anything like that, but like every once in a while. Again, like if I'm going to go out with Justin, I might wear some mascara. And I think I have an eyeliner pencil somewhere. And I actually saved the eyeshadow compact that I had gotten for my wedding. I saved that up until we moved into this house last year, and that's when I dug it out and threw it away because I figured it was probably bad to put on my eyes.
Yeah, definitely. Like after a few months, it's bad to put on your eyes, but that's been like 9 years.
Yeah, so almost 10 now.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. So I did throw that away, but I wasn't using it. Let me say that I wasn't using it on my face. Right. I just had it thinking like maybe I'll want to wear purple eyeshadow sometime.
Maybe I want to give this to my children. Maybe one day they'll want to see their mother's wedding palette. Children, this has been in a box in my closet. Now you're British. For 30 years. It's for you.
Here's my purple eyeshadow for my wedding. I'm sure
it's for your wedding.
I'm sure it will be very popular then. Of purple course. Eyeshadow. Yeah. I don't know. Is that popular now? Like it was like a dark purple and then a lighter purple. So you could use the dark one.
What side, Sydney? Out of curiosity, what on the inner corner or the outer corner of your eye would you say you use dark purple?
I would put it over my entire lid.
Where do you put the light purple?
On like the upper part, like between the lid and the eyebrow.
Okay.
So like dark goes on like the part that you only see when you close your eyes, and then light goes on the part all the way up to the eyebrow.
The demonstration that you all can't see right now is my favorite part, because Sydney's using both of her fingers to smash down her eyelids and demonstrate to me the part of the eyelid she's talking about, as if I couldn't just, figure it out on my own. Like she has to demonstrate by pressing down on her eyes.
When I would do a really fancy eye makeup routine when I was younger, I haven't in a really long time, but when I was younger, it would have involved, I had like a brown eyeliner pencil, one of those little like pencils. I would draw like a brown line just on the top because I didn't think you were supposed to wear it on the bottom.
Mom tells me you're supposed to, but I don't.
And then I would do like the dark purple I've only ever had purple on the bottom part and the light purple on the top part.
Do you still have that palette that you used when you were younger?
No, I don't have any of that anymore.
Oh man.
And then I would put on mascara, and that was it. That was my like fancy. That was my fancy.
Wow.
Fancy look.
So how long would you say that took you? Start to finish.
If I was gonna do all that, like 10 minutes.
Really?
Like
That's
now,
the most time it took you to put on makeup.
Oh yeah, no. My makeup routine now is probably less than 3 minutes. I mean, unless I have a lot of zips.
That's crazy.
Like, I mean, that's it. Like, it's totally proportional to how many blemishes I'm trying to cover. So,
that's crazy.
As I get older, it gets a lot shorter because my skin is getting better. Mm-hmm. It does get better eventually. There's hope.
I will say that I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but I will say it for the sake of the show and comparison sake. In the morning, I wake up at 6 and I have to leave at 7:15 to be at school on time. I start on my makeup at about 6:30, and I'm done when I'm walking out the door at 7:15.
Really?
Yeah. So like if I didn't have to put on any makeup, it would probably take me about 20 minutes to get ready for school. Like 5 minutes to put on clothes and 15 minutes to dry my hair and brush it out.
Now, that amazes me for a couple of reasons. One, because that was just never my experience. I mean, not to this day and not when I was younger, that, certainly not for school.
Right.
2, you don't look like you wear enough makeup for it to take you that
goal.
that long. I mean, I am aware that you wear makeup. Like I'm not, I can see you and I can tell that you wear some.
You're looking at me right now.
Yes, I'm looking at you. But I don't know what do you do for that long?
Do you want me to go step by step?
Yes, I would be interested to know, because I do want to share with you some of the, even though I was never very trendy. I was aware, I wasn't on trend, but I was aware of like the makeup trends back when I was in high school, and I participated in some of them sometimes for fun. So like I do want to compare those, but walk me through.
Okay. So
because I'm assuming what you do is indicative of what
I would say
some of your friends do.
My friends mostly do as much as I do, but I do have 1 or 2 friends that do more than I do on a regular basis, and I have a few friends who just like don't wear any makeup at all and like do less than I do on a daily basis. But I'd say I'm probably like the median, like in the middle.
Okay.
So I wake up, do my hair and makeup, or do my hair and clothes and all that stuff, and then I wash my face when I wake up so that it's all clean, because I shower the night before, but just in case. Wash my face, let it dry, then I spray on primer water so that and then I put on liquid primer. Do you understand what any of this means?
No, I don't know. What do you mean primer? Like you do on your wall? Like when you got to paint your wall?
Does primer paint on a wall kind of form a barrier between the wall and the paint?
Sorta, yeah.
That's basically what primer is. Like it forms a barrier between your skin and the makeup, so that the makeup doesn't, like, if you have dry patches on your skin, it tries to like go smoothly over them. Or like if your pores are bigger than some other people's, then it makes it so your makeup doesn't like show your pores. It makes it so it like makes it look smoother.
Okay.
That's what that's for. And then I put on concealer over like blemishes.
Right. I've got that. I use that. Yeah.
And then have you ever heard of a beauty blender?
No.
Okay, so you know what a sponge is?
Yes.
Okay, it's basically like a makeup sponge.
I'm aware of what a sponge is.
Well, I just making sure. It's like a sponge made for makeup, kind of shaped like a 3-dimensional teardrop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you use it.
I've seen those.
Yeah. Okay. And it's very squishy, and you get it wet, damp, and then you use it to like blend out your makeup so it looks more natural, and you don't have like brush strokes.
Okay.
And I use that to blend out my concealer, and then I put on foundation.
Okay.
Which I put on over the concealer, so like I don't have like random swatches that are like covered and others aren't. And then I'm
familiar with that. I have worn that in my life. I don't now, but I have before.
Right. And since that's liquid, so it doesn't look all shiny and so it doesn't like run down my face, I put on powder.
Right.
So that it seals it in and looks like matte or like not shiny.
I gotcha.
Okay.
I gotcha.
And then I put on finishing spray. Do you know what that is?
No.
It basically like
idea.
locks in the makeup and makes it look matte the whole day, so it doesn't get all oily like as the day goes on.
Okay.
And then after I put on that's just because I have on my foundation, so I don't want that to spread or anything, like run. I'll put that on again later, but at this point I only put that on once.
Like, is this just in case it rains?
No, like I have skin probably different from other people. Other people probably have my skin, but like I have extra oily skin. So like throughout, like within an hour of finishing my makeup, I'll like wipe my face and it'll be oily. So this is so like my face doesn't get oily throughout the day. It will anyways, but so it doesn't as frequently.
Okay.
And then I put on blush. You've put on blush before.
Yes, I have
put on blush. Are you talking about a typical day for school or like fancy makeup?
Like a typical day.
Typical day. Okay, so I don't do contouring. Do you know what contouring is?
I have heard of this. I wouldn't even begin to understand how one does this, but I've seen like those videos that like when I'm scrolling through Facebook, the videos that start playing and like where someone starts out looking one way and then they do a bunch of stuff to their face and they look like really, a completely different person. They look really different at the end.
Basically it's just like using like a shade darker than your skin and a shade lighter than your skin, and you put the darker like under your cheekbones and like in your temple area and under your jawline or like on the sides of your nose. And then put the lighter color like on the tops of your cheekbones, on the bridge of your nose, on your chin, places like that, to make it look where you put the darker, like it goes in and the lighter where it goes out.
I gotcha.
Like make yourself mostly look like you have like cheekbones or like a slimmer nose or stuff like that.
It's just like shading and
like in art, except on your face. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So then I put on blush, and then I'm done with my face after that, like my face. But then I have to do eyes. So then I put on primer for my eyeshadow, which makes it so your eyeshadow doesn't crease. And then I get one of my palettes that has a bunch of nude colors. I don't wear colors other than like nude colors, like beiges and browns. Okay. And then I put on like a light color in the inner corner of my eye, like where like your tear duct is, like right in the middle. So it makes your eyes look like it's not wider, but like it's lighter in the middle, so it doesn't look like it's sunken in. If that makes sense.
Okay.
And then I put that all across my eyelid, and then on the outer corner, I start blending in towards the middle like a slightly darker like brown color.
Okay.
And then the darkest brown color on the outer V or the outer corner. So it kind of goes like light to darkest. But I blend it all out so it doesn't look like harsh.
Right.
You can't really even tell I'm wearing a lot of eyeshadow when I do this.
No, I didn't think you were wearing any.
Right. And that's all I do every day. And then I put on a slight line of eyeliner, black eyeliner for my little like pot of eyeliner, and then mascara. And then lipstick, and then I spray my face one more time, and then I'm done.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That I understand where the time goes.
Oh, and then eyebrows. I forgot eyebrows. You have to fill in your eyebrows.
You fill in your eyebrows? Okay.
Like you comb through them so they're in shape, and then you take your color, and then you like underneath, you draw the line, and you draw it over, and then you fill it in with powder, and then you take your brow gel, and like you comb them through so they don't move.
Goodness gracious. I've never done that.
Yeah, I forgot that. That's very important. Yeah, that's important too.
Yeah. Because they get really bushy if I don't.
Me too.
Yeah.
We have the same eyebrows.
We do.
Thanks to our dad.
They're big. They're big eyebrows. Wow. Okay. That I understand. Yeah. That's a whole routine.
Yeah. And like if I'm going out to dinner with friends or like with family or anything like something fancy, then I do more.
Okay.
But like if I'm just going out to like the mall with friends for like an hour or two, I do less. It just depends on where I'm going.
See, I think that's interesting because even like, I mean, of course I would say, I don't want to say I was an oddity. I mean, I'm sure there were lots of other people who, you know, who to this day feel the same way about makeup that I do, which is like, I don't know.
Right.
I just would prefer this spot on my face that's red not be red. So there are products that will do that.
You can use green concealer for that.
Okay, mine is just like my skin color.
Right.
That's about it.
Like Christmas colors, like green and red. Put the green over the red to get rid of the redness.
I would never be able to figure all that. There's just no way. There's no way. I'm a scientist, not an artist. I can't do that. But I had friends who, you know, who did wear a lot more makeup to school.
Right.
And I still don't think that they were doing all that stuff. I feel like the only difference was some of my friends did more to their eyes than others.
Yeah.
Because there were lots of like, so some of the things that people would do back in high school and that I like dabbled in when if I was over at a friend's house or something, I may get into like, oh, I'll try that out too. That looks like fun.
Yeah.
Were like shimmery, shiny things, glitter things.
Okay. Like on your eyelids?
Yes. Like glitter eyeshadow and shimmery eyeshadow. Those were very in. So like your eyelids would look really frosted.
Okay. Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like lots of light colors, but they're shimmery. Okay.
Light shimmery colors. So like a lot of light frosted, shimmery or glittery eyes. Although in general, body glitter was crazy popular. Everybody was, I mean, it, especially as I was like in high school and we would go out places to parties, or like there were a couple places in town that would have like teen night, and it would be like a bar, but they don't serve alcohol, and they would have like a teen night.
Drinks.
And it was like just the whole room doused in body glitter. Everybody's just covered head to toe with glitter.
Yeah, that is not a thing.
And I mean, I had that. Like I had body glitter and glitter. I had glitter lotion and glitter spray and like a lot of different ways to apply glitter all over myself.
Now that I think about it, I remember being little when you like didn't live at home, but Taylor did, but you still had some stuff at home for like you were in college, like you would come home on the weekends, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember that well. I remember there being a lot of lotions in our bathroom because we had a shared bathroom on the top floor that had glitter in them. A lot of like, just like, they look like deodorant containers, but they had glitter in them. Like you just like roll them on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We had, I had tons of, some of them were scented, some of them were just different colors of glitter. So that was super popular to be like shimmery and glittery. That was very on trend. There was like this weird period of time. So eyebrows were supposed to be really skinny.
Yeah.
For a while. I didn't get into that. I just couldn't. It was college before I really understood how to pluck my eyebrows, so I certainly wasn't making them skinny. But like there's this, if you look back, there was this like moment where everybody's eyebrows got really small, like almost vanished. And I'm sure people were penciling over those too to make them look really like perfectly defined.
Yeah. With our eyebrows, it would be hard to make them that skinny.
It would, yes.
It would be very hard. I don't even know. I don't know how I would do that.
Waxing.
A lot of it.
Yeah. I would not attempt.
No.
And then like lipstick was a lot of this, well, first of all, lip liner. Lip liner was very big. I even had, I remember owning a lip liner. For the rare occasions where I wore lipstick. Because I've been on the chapstick train for a long time. That's pretty much all I do. Sometimes I'll get a chapstick that has a tint to it, like a tinted chapstick.
Yeah. Like a slight, like, pinky color.
Yeah.
Or is that, like, dark red color for your Dr. Pepper lipstick?
Exactly.
Chapstick.
Exactly. But for a long time, I did have a lipstick that I would wear. I wore the same one for years. Nature's Blush.
That's the one Mom wears.
One Mom wears. It's like a brownish kind of. So, like, that almost brownish color or like a berry color was very popular, and especially with lip liner. So you would have like a super dark lip liner and then the lipstick. I don't know why we wore such dark lip liner. I don't know why.
I've seen a lot of pictures like that where people almost wore like a brown lip liner, like brown.
Yeah.
And then like a light pink lip gloss.
Yes.
So it was like shiny.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of that on Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, from watching Friends. But
yeah,
those were very popular. And then the other thing, there was some weird like novelty. Like for a while, I had a lot of friends who we would go buy weird colors of mascara.
Yeah.
Like I remember we had blue mascara and red mascara and pink mascara and all these various mascaras that we wouldn't wear to school usually.
Right.
But we would wear those out. And then like the body jewels.
Yeah, see, that's not as big of a thing.
Like on your forehead or like over your eyebrows or like at the corners of your eyes.
No, like football games. We sometimes like put those on like our team colors, like over our eyebrows and like a half of an infinity sign, like a mask around our eyes, like under one eye, over the other eye.
I gotcha.
Yeah, no, but that's the only time.
Gwen Stefani made those super popular. Like everybody wanted to have those jewels, and I used to do that too. When I would like go out with my friends, I would wear a lot of glitter and shimmery eyes, and then have like jewels on my forehead.
I always thought it was weird that I know Mean Girls is a movie from like 2001, so it's like almost 90s. But I always thought it was weird that at the very end they're going to their prom, and she puts the body jewels in the shape of a K because her name is Karen on her chest. I always thought that was weird, but was like that not in the shape of a K, but like was that a thing to put them on yourself? Yes,
body jewels were very popular for a while. Like not just on your face, but like around your upper arm sometimes for like a fake armband. I did that.
Okay.
Like a fake thing around your upper arm.
We kind of have those now. Now that you say that around your arm, there are these things called flash tattoos that are like fake, temporary tattoos, like what Charlie puts on you, like minion shaped, except like shimmery. in the shape of like a bracelet or a necklace.
Okay.
So like you can put them like around your arm as like an arm cuff, and then it's like shimmery and gold and like in the shape of a bracelet or like around your wrist.
So people were using the body jewels like that. And then you could also like make little hearts or shapes like on your chest or upper back. I wasn't really, I didn't do a lot of that.
Yeah.
I didn't do a lot of that. But you could, instead of like a necklace,
right,
you could just do that. But that, I didn't see that. It was the face. That was the big thing, was especially like the forehead.
Seems so weird to me.
Yeah,
like
that was very...
Like, I don't know. It just seems weird.
And I know a lot of these things we're talking about are, because the topics we've covered on Still Buffering so far have been pretty much everybody can relate to on some level. Right. And I know that this topic, when we're talking about makeup specifically, that this may appeal a little more to some of our female listeners than some of our male listeners. Not that, I mean, anybody can wear makeup.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm really bad at it.
Yeah.
But anybody can. But one thing that I feel like was always kind of gender neutral for me and my group of friends, and maybe more so now, is nail polish.
Yeah.
I had plenty of male friends who polished their nails.
Yeah.
I was never really big into polishing my nails.
But I never polished my nails, but yeah.
Yeah, I had plenty of male friends who polished my nails, who actually wore eyeliner some too. I didn't really talk about that. Eyeliner was very gender neutral. But I see nail polishing more and more now.
Yeah.
Like men and women, like it's not a thing. Like it's a very,
right.
You know, I mean, is that true? Is that my...
Yeah, I don't know when that like became a thing, but it's kind of like, I know YouTube is a thing we have to cover at some point, but a lot of the YouTubers I watch that are boys wear nail polish, and like it was all of a sudden like they weren't, and then they were, like it just happened.
And it wasn't like a, I mean, there was no, I don't feel like it was like a counterculture or like a backlash or like a protest thing, like we should get to wear, I think it just is like a thing, like now
they wanted to wear nail polish, so they wear nail polish.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't think there was any, I mean, I don't think anybody's bothered by it or upset about it or anything.
I mean,
but
I do what you want.
And I think that while I had a lot of friends who did when I was younger, I also think it was because of the kind of kids we were and the group of people I hung out with. We were all very accepting of like whatever. Nobody cared. Right. Nobody cared about anything. Nobody was going to give anybody a hard time for wearing nail polish or not wearing nail polish or whatever we did. But I didn't see like the whole school at large doing that.
Right.
But now I see that a lot.
Yeah. A lot of like famous people, like popular people. I won't say famous like A-list, but like famous YouTubers that are making a lot of money for what they do. Like
I think you see that. I remember, have you heard of Carson Daly?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you know who Carson Daly was. It was a really big deal for us when we were younger, like announcing music videos and stuff, and you know.
Was he a VJ?
Yeah. He was like a VJ.
Ah, there we go.
He had like his own special show that would come on like right after school to like do the top 10, I think, videos or whatever. But yeah, he was like a VJ. But I remember seeing him wear black nail polish and being like, whoa.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That dude's cool.
Yeah.
Look at that nail polish. What? Black nail polish. Help me out. I see that all the time now.
Nail polish, I never wear nail polish ever.
So you can't help me with this?
I have friends that wear nail polish like on a regular basis, but black nail polish? I don't know if that's just like... During the summer, I will polish my nails and my toenails because I'm wearing like sandals more often. I don't know if that's just like, I don't know, it's a thing mom told me to do. But I wear white because it's like a solid color, and also because it makes me look tanner.
Just white?
Like white nail polish.
Okay.
But I guess it's kind of like that theory, except applied to black nail polish. Like it goes with anything. So you have to worry about like, I don't know, wearing like, if you wear purple nail polish and then like wearing a sweatshirt and jeans to school one day and being like, oh, you're wearing purple nail polish but a gray sweatshirt and jeans. But like you're wearing black nail polish, it's like it goes with like a dress or
is that
jeans.
The idea?
If I had to guess, that's what I would guess. But I'm not sure. Because
for me, that I've seen that more and more, and I see that like people I know and then people on television,
right?
You know, men and women wearing black nail polish, and that is very intimidating for me for two reasons. One, I am not good at applying nail polish. I never wear nail polish. I sometimes will polish my toenails, like you said, when I'm wearing like sandals, occasionally. But I'm really bad at it. So I feel like that would not be very forgiving on my skin in particular.
Yeah.
It would look like a pin exploded on my hands.
Yeah. No, I feel
I can see that. Yeah. And then the second thing is, you know, really dark nail polish makes it hard for a pulse ox to read your oxygen saturation.
Right. Because that's a problem everyone has on a daily basis.
I worry about that in the medical community. When somebody comes into the ER, I need to know what their oxygen level is. And we can't, the little doohickey that goes on your finger. Yeah.
Little doohickey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't work very well when you got dark nail polish on.
Why is that?
It's just the way that the light sensors, it just doesn't work as well penetrating that.
I knew that.
Yeah. You can throw it off. So.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, I would just guess it goes with everything. But if I had to try to put on black nail polish, it would look like I dipped my fingers in black paint.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that.
Yeah, me too.
But you're so good at makeup.
I try. Mostly it's become a thing where, like you said, the only time you would let mom do your makeup is dances and stuff like that. It's mostly because I was at the point where I was like, I don't want mom doing my makeup for every dance and like every show I'm in. Like theater productions, it was like mom would want to do my makeup every night before the show, and it's like I don't have people to do my own, so it was like I wanted to learn how to do it so I could do it myself.
Sure.
But like you were talking about not being able to do her hair either, I still can't. Like I can braid my hair. That's about it.
You'd think that all the time we spent in theater that I would be better at doing makeup because, you know, I did wear, I mean, when I think about like, that's like a whole separate experience because I had to for the show, but like I did a lot of theater and I wore a lot of stage makeup for that, but I just always had somebody else putting it on me.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't know how to, I mean, I did know how to do it. I hated it. I've never really enjoyed it. I always hated it because then especially when we did outdoor theater and I'd be like sweating and it was that thick, heavy stuff.
The spray comes in handy.
I needed that.
So it didn't melt off your face.
I needed some, what is it? Finishing spray?
Yeah. Finishing spray, setting spray.
What's in that?
I honestly have no idea.
Is it just like hairspray except on your face?
I would say
it makes it like sticky and...
Yeah. Probably. I don't know. It feels different than priming spray. Priming spray feels very refreshing.
I'm going to look at this. I'm worried that you've been swindled and they're just bottles of water.
They might very well be.
I will never know. I still don't believe that this could all exist.
Hey, it's the new age.
Are there other things? Because I've talked about some of the like glitter, body glitter and shimmery eyeshadow and that kind of stuff from my teen years that I know are popular. What is there stuff like that now that is just new? And
you said body glitter. I've seen a lot of, again on YouTube, mostly glitter beards. So it's like men
I don't know what that is.
have, I guess women could do it too. Yeah, women. I mean, of course, if you want to do it, do it. But I'm just thinking of like men who already have beards. They take some sort of like beard oil or something that's like makes your beard kind of like damp. I guess you could use water too. And then take just like either body glitter or craft glitter and just like press it so it's like on their beard. So it looks like their beard is made of glitter instead of hair.
And they like go out and
see. I don't even know if they go out in public with it. I just know there's a lot of like YouTubers I've seen that have beards that just do it and like do their videos with it.
Is it for a party or for daily work wear?
Are you putting on your work beard or your party beard? No, I guess you could put it on for work if you wanted to. I mean, if you want to do that, do it. But I would think it would be more of a thing for like
the
weekends.
I guess it depends on how permissive your employer is when it comes to glitter.
Like, I don't know.
I've never asked that question of my boss. I don't know.
I feel like it would be such a new thing that if you went into work doing it, they couldn't like pull out a handbook and find anywhere where it says you can't have a glitter beard.
I guarantee you there is no, especially when I think about my workplace, there is nowhere where it says the words glitter and beard in the same sentence.
Right. Other than that, have you ever heard of baking? Not like baking in the kitchen.
I was going to say
like baking your
cupcakes
face.
Or cookies?
No, like baking your face.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So I talked about contouring where like you want to put the lighter on like the higher areas of your face and then the darker on the lower.
Sure.
And I guess to make it look like at the same time like you don't have dark circles under your eyes and also like highlight your cheekbones, people, which is normal for contouring, like put lighter from like the line that goes beside your nose, like next to the inner corner of your eye, all the way up to like your temple. It's like kind of like a Nike swoosh, except like under your eye to your temple.
Sure.
So people have been doing this with powder, like translucent powder, putting on a heavy, heavy layer, like enough where like you would not go out in public with it if you were trying to make your makeup look like finished. Like you could go out and make up with, like in public with it, but you wouldn't go out in public with that. Like it wouldn't look like you finished your makeup. Okay. So a heavy layer, and then like you can work on your eye makeup and stuff, and you wait for like 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and leave it there. And then you take a big fluffy brush and you brush off the excess. So like the white kind of like stays on there, but all the excess powder is off your face.
Okay.
And it's supposedly like baked it into your skin so that it doesn't wipe off.
Okay.
But people, I guess, since translucent powder, like the white powder, can be expensive, people have been using cornstarch instead of this translucent white powder.
That doesn't seem
which
like
is not good for your skin.
Okay.
So that's like a beauty hack gone wrong, I guess.
So don't put cornstarch on your face.
So don't put cornstarch on your face.
No.
That would not be a smart idea, I wouldn't think.
No,
I've never done it. I don't know what happens when you do it, but I would assume not good things.
It's just not really made for that.
Yeah. It's made for like actually baking.
Yeah.
Not like baking your face.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, don't put cornstarch on your face.
No,
I have never heard of that.
It's not really like a weird trend, but a lot of people pluck the majority of their eyebrows off. Mm-hmm. So you have very thin eyebrows or like very small eyebrows, and then draw them on the rest of the way.
Okay.
So that like
but
they
they're
look
already there.
Uniform. Yeah. I guess it's a lot of people who are like,
leave them on.
I know. Like you don't have to go through all that. You could just like have eyebrows. But I guess there are a lot of people who are like, I want my eyebrows this shape, but they naturally are another shape.
Yeah.
So like they pluck them off to where there's enough left so where they have eyebrows, but to where it's like hair in the places where they can make it look like they have the shape of eyebrows they want.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't do that. I just pluck it to where I don't have like stray hairs underneath or in the middle.
Yeah.
And then fill in where unibrow. I have like little patches. Because I feel like with our dad giving us his eyebrows, if we didn't pluck the middle, we would have a unibrow.
We would.
Which I mean...
hey, Rileigh, I did.
Yeah, I did for a while. I definitely did for a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, nobody ever told me. And I mean, literally, it was my college roommate, my freshman year of college, who, I mean, she gave me a couple weeks before she finally unloaded on me, like, what is up, dude? With your, like, has no one ever shown you how to fix that? And I said, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And so she bought me my first pair of tweezers and said,
let me tweezed them all.
Yeah, she did it for me the first time. It hurt like crazy. But
once you do it the first time, you pretty much just like every now and then you got to get rid of a few.
Just upkeep. But yeah.
But yeah, the same thing happened to me, except in like 6th grade. Like I had huge caterpillar eyebrows, and my friends in 6th grade were like, you need to do something about that. So I went to the bathroom one night and I saw mom's tweezers laying on the counter. I was like, let me try this. And then I plucked them. I don't know if you remember this. You probably remember this, but there was a while where my eyebrows started like halfway through my eye.
You got a little carried away.
Above like my pupil. And then ended where they normally did, but they started like above my pupil. So it was like a few inches in between my eyebrows. It was not a good look.
You did get carried away there that first time.
And I remember walking out of the bathroom being like, I don't have a unibrow anymore. I look cool. Look at me.
I remember because mom talked to me about it later. She was like, I know you figured out the whole plucking thing before I did. So can you help Rileigh? Because I think she's having trouble. And then I saw you and I was like, I mean, she doesn't need more tweezing. She got that part. I don't think I can grow it back faster.
No, I just had to wait after that until like the end of 7th grade. The next year, I was like, and now I have eyebrows. Now I just pluck the parts that you're supposed to pluck. And then I figured it out.
Not all of them.
Right.
Well, and I mean, all this stuff we joke about, like beauty trends from when I was a teen and stuff that's popular now. But, like historically, humans love like makeup and this the idea of like adorning our face and our skin with all kinds of, colors and shiny things and sparkly things and plucking out hair and replacing hair and doing all kinds of weird things.
I will say it's kind of fun if you're into like creative stuff, like artsy stuff, like experimenting with stuff like that, makeup. That's mostly why I like it. Like just, trying out new things. But I mean, that's not for everyone. No. Don't wear makeup if you don't want to. Wear makeup if you want to.
Yeah.
It's your face.
And that's why I think it's cool that I think we're living more and more in a time where like it really doesn't define you based on do you wear makeup or does it have to do with a gender thing? Does it have to do with, how cool you are, how smart you are, or how fun you are? Anything like that. It doesn't. It's purely just what you feel like doing, what you want to spend your time doing, and what you like looking like at the end of the day. And who cares?
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
But
put on those glitter beards.
Put on your glitter
those
beards.
Body jewels.
Don't get fired for it though.
Yeah.
And don't twerk at prom.
No.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you.
Yeah. Don't twerk at prom. Don't get fired for your glitter beard.
No. At least just like talk with your boss. They'll probably be cool with it if you just like talk with them about it.
Just be like, listen, dude, I really want to wear this glitter beard.
It's me.
Please.
This glitter beard is me.
This is me. Like all these other people, they wear like their eyeliner. That's them. This glitter beard. This is me.
If you love me, you'll embrace my glitter beard.
Please, boss. Please.
That could be Charlie someday. She really is into putting stuff on her chin that she pretends is a beard and then acting like she's Santa.
Like bubbles in the back.
Yeah, that's one of her favorite things to do is put anything on her chin and then say ho ho ho. So
Santa.
I think she would really dig a glitter beard.
I think she would. I think we're gonna have to give her a glitter beard at some point.
I think she needs it.
I think I do.
All right. Well, Rileigh, this has been fun and very informative for me. And again, if someone out there has a video of the civil disobedience at at our local prom that occurred in defense of twerking, I need that in my life. I need to see it. I need to know that happened.
Because I really wish I would have been there for that.
I have hope for your generation. Maybe. I don't even know.
We have the passion. It's not in the right place.
Exactly. But it's there.
It is there.
It can be funneled.
Right.
To, maybe some more productive pursuits.
Yeah, like actual causes.
But thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for everybody who supported us during the Max Fun Drive. We appreciate it so much. All the support, everybody tweeting and on the
crazy
Facebook
amount
group.
of new donors. Crazy.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Thank you. Everybody who is part of our Facebook group. If you want to be a member on Still Buffering, our group, please come ask and we will let you in
unless you're a robot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's always cool stuff, people sharing stories and pictures and all
our mom
kinds
shares a lot of pictures of us when we were little.
Yes, she does. If you like our show and if you are so inclined, feel free to review us on iTunes. That always helps out if you take a second to do that. And look for us on Twitter at StillBuff.
Yeah.
And send us emails.
Yeah, we love emails.
Yeah.
Mail.
It's stillbuffering@maximumfun.org.
Yeah.
So, and thank you, Max Fun, for hosting us and letting us be a part of this wonderful network.
Right. Thank you to the Novellas for the use of our theme song, Baby You Change Your Mind. And, so this has been Still Buffering, a sister's guide to teens through the ages. I am Rileigh Smurl.
I'm Sydnee McElroy.
I am a teenager.
And I was too.
Hello, Internet. I'm Travis McElroy.
And I'm Teresa McElroy.
She is my wife.
And he's my husband.
And it is our pleasure to introduce to you a brand new podcast,
Schmanners. It's extraordinary etiquette
for ordinary occasions. Teresa, let me ask you this. Can you teach me how to write a thank you note?
Yes, I can.
How about tips to improve my table manners?
I'll do my best.
And will you finally explain to me the difference between casual and business casual and cocktail and formal and black tie and all that stuff?
If anybody can, I can.
But it's going to be funny, right?
Of course, I'm going to give historical origins and how those manners fit into our everyday lives. How could it not be funny?
But also sometimes we'll talk about burps and farts, right?
Yeah, when not to.
But we'll still talk about it.
Yes.
Great. So come join us for our new hilarious show.
No RSVP required.
Coming to you soon every Friday on MaximumFun.org. It's Schmanners.
Manners. Get it?
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture. Artist owned.
Listener supported.